Thank you very much. You'll want to pay attention to this. This could be the perfect dessert in my opinion. We're learning to make a brookie. It's half brownie, half cookie. We welcome in our friend Janine Washley to show us the recipe and show us how to make one of these. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm so excited to show this to you. It's delicious. It's so much fun to make. It always brings a smile to someone's face when they see it. And it's so easy to put together. And it's a perfect party food for the Super Bowl.
Okay, show us how easy it is.
Okay, so it's a basic brownie batter, which starts off with eggs.
Okay, 2 eggs?
Yes, 2 eggs. And then a half a cup of cocoa powder.
Okay.
Cocoa powder, a little bit of baking powder in there, and a little bit of salt. And we whisk that together just to moisten it up. Perfect. And then we add our sugar and our melted butter. And you want to always melt your butter when you're making brownie batter because that's how you get that delicious sugar crust that is a signature on a brownie. You have to have that little veil of sugar crust on top.
I've been told use the real butter, use the good stuff.
Yeah, use unsalted butter so that you can control the amount of salt in your brownie batter. Perfect. And I've got a swap out here, so it's just basic, very easy.
Gotcha.
Very easy to put together. And then you take it, and I like to put aluminum foil on my pizza pan.
Right, that way it doesn't stick.
Exactly, and if I'm going to a party, that way I can get my pan back after the party's over.
That's very important.
Exactly.
I've been there.
And sometimes, you know, I can actually cut a piece of parchment like I've done over here on our milk chocolate version that's on the on this one right there.
Right.
But it takes a little bit of doing. It's just easier to do that. Why don't you spread that out for me? We'll use the offset spatula.
Gotcha.
And just get that out in a pizza shape.
So we are making essentially a brownie pizza. That's the base of a brookie, right?
Doesn't that sound good?
Yes.
So it's a thin brownie that we are going to take homemade chocolate chip cookie dough and we're going to put that on top of it.
Okay.
And that's how you make that. It's very customizable. You can make individual ones. And I used my English muffin tins to do these, but there's a pan called a muffin top pan. You could totally use that. You could even use a large muffin pan to make these and just make them very shallow. You can also make them dark chocolate by using, oh, that's perfect, Sterling.
Okay.
And then we just take our cookies and we start in the center, and then you just make a flower around the outside, put about 6 of them.
Okay.
And the easiest way to do that is when you put one here, put one here.
Gotcha.
See how we're doing that?
Yep.
And then that way you get it lined up perfectly and it's evenly spaced. And then what we would do is come around and in all the spaces, you would put more. And then when this rises, those that are right here actually push out. As we can illustrate here, they push out towards the edge. And they all started life in the center of the pan. And then just baking powder and the heat of the oven pushed them out and gave you the brookie. And then we would cut that with a pizza cutter and you would get wedges that look like this.
Okay.
And you can eat up.
You know, I've been watching what I've been eating. Can I try that, Janine?
Now that's the dark chocolate version. Would you rather have a milk chocolate?
Yeah, I'm gonna set that down.
Okay.
I'd rather have a milk chocolate.
Oh, it's so good.
For the recipe, here's how it works. We have listed Janine Washley's email on our website, WDRB.com. You send Janine an email, she responds with a recipe and other recipes and booklets, right?
Absolutely. And there's usually 6 recipes, but sometimes there's 8. And I'm going to do a bonus Velveeta fudge recipe in there because I've gotten so much flack about my use of Velveeta.
Gotcha.
So I came out of the closet about my use of Velveeta. And my sister shared this recipe with me a number of years ago.
Sounds
and it's
good.
Wonderful for a Super Bowl party as
All
well.
right. Janine, thank you so much. Candace?
He's going to watch what he eats. He's going to watch it go right in his mouth. That's what he's doing.